field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems, no, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous, ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us, no barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much, actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard, for your mom to your pop, to the beat, to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog, I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This will be fielded at the 8.
Let's go, D. Whip.
Now a first down throw. Watson being chased out left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Herman Moore, 76 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Faking the give. Now Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 33 yards that time.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Watch the twist.
They'll run on first down. Green.
I got you, boy.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, it's Green. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And no doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
On first down, Peyton. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down now, Peyton. And the ball is knocked out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Here's Watson. Wide open receiver complete. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They are going for it. Here's Watson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Green. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 2nd down, it's Green. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 7-7, our score after one. On first down, it's Green. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
They're going for it. It's Watson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. Yeah, he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken short. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Forced out to his left. And an alley to run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a dolphin is confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and Watson. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To throw is Watson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now it's Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Right there in the middle. 55. Come on. 54. 55. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. That's complete to his running back, Peyton. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. And Zuerlein's kick is good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. Green. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
That's a 47-yard line.
40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught here by Adams. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Watson. And it's caught. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control. And yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Shaquill Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Here's Watson. Man open, it's Moss, complete. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Herman Moore. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
You ain't 10 points down, he's coming. You ain't doing nothing.
On first down, Watson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw, Watson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They give it off here to the tight end. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
It's now third and goal.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Deshaun Watson doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd and 10, Watson. Looking downfield for Kelsey. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about
up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to run.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first Super Bowl of the new decade, Super Bowl 54, is underway. This will be taken very short.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play there right off the bat. 59 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal. A first carry for the legend. It's Bo Jackson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. On second down, this is Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
This will be taken short. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Where's the tap? 19! Hey, keep it up, keep it up.
On first down, Green. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
Hey, let's get this, get this.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And set. 19. 15. Check back 15. That's a screen. Pass.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Oh, Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
On second down now, it's Jackson. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On third down, Vick. Man open, Rice. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion. But it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact, yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now on second and 13, Vick buying time to his left. Now and that is intercepted, or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now here's Vick. They set up the screen to Bo. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard. And it's fourth. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go fast! Check 26, check 26. Spawns, 54. Check 10.
They'll run on first down. Green. He'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 to score after one on EA Sports. Right back to him on first down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
We got this. Shut. 50's a climb. My 54. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
On the run, it's Bo Jackson. A gain of 3, second down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On second down, it's Jackson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On third down, here's Bo. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Well, CD, with the end of the season comes the announcement of the All-Pro team, and everybody was like, wait a second, Christian McCaffrey's listed twice. Is that a mistake? No, he got it both at running back and flex. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive, because I think a lot of people thought that if you have a running back and a flex position, that maybe Christian McCaffrey would go into the flex.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down now. It's Jackson, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 2 yards, good enough for a first. On first down, Jackson, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight from the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. And Lutz's kick is good. And that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This will be taken short. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will they...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. This will be taken very short. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 1st and 10, Watson. He gets this to Davante Adams. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means...
That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Seahawks. And even 40 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Under 10. Check. Crunch. 59.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Bummy, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Bo. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They'll run it. Here's Okoye. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
They'll run on first down. Jackson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. The Saints on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Off the play fake, Vick. Now they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Saints. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. Now it's Jackson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They run again with Jackson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Toss play to Jackson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So out comes the field goal team once more. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will stretch the lead to 3 scores now at 19-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bruce Smith, his 2nd sack of the night. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Watson now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30.
I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken short. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's see what you got. Check 37. Check 37. Check nickel.
On first down, it's Green. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Brings up second and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Come on, QB, come on. Switch, man. No. Play. Alert.
Watson just beating the play clock. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Donald Driver, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40. The fullback comes through with a big play there.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. Pick me up. Here we go.
They'll try the left side. Dickerson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Dickerson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling him in the huddle right now.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14. But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
Hey, check set. Look at the egg. Look at the four. Let's go. Let's bring it.
On 1st down, it's Green. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's the tap. 19. Ready? Mike 42. Mike 42. 2 points down. He's coming. Here we go. At 31.
On 2nd down now, it's Green. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Check 42's the mark. Check 42's the mark. Watch the run.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Green. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. 22 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be taken short. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now a handoff here to his running back. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Now a give, right side. It's Jackson. And he's got room. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Here's Michael Vick being chased out left. That is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. On third down, Dickerson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Bruce Smith brings the heat, gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 13.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Now, where did this one go out? Now, they'll start with good field position, 45-yard line. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. On first down, Jackson. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. On third down, it's Jackson, and that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play, and it'll be fourth down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. On fourth down, Vick flush to his right. He is going to find Hill here. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on fourth down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety forward.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And that's complete to Adams. 27 yards there, a first down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On first down, it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw is Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Operating from the gun, Watson. And he's going to go down again. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit intermission in NFL. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run again with Jackson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On third down, Jackson. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bobby Bell, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now it's Watson. Flushed out, and the pressure gets to him again. It's the Hall of Famer Ray Lewis powering in for the sack.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. Looking deep for Adams. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete.
This goes to the goal line. You got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. Here's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. On the run, this is Jackson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, Dickerson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
No, they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He was also the league MVP in 1986.
One of 2 defensive players who won the MVP award in the NFL. The second one, Alan Page with the Minnesota Vikings, the linchpin of their Purple People Eaters defense.
It's caught here by Adams. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Welcome back live to Orlando as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away. And look at this. It's a fake. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run with Jackson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the 2nd half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Vick now steps away to his left. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Tight on, tight on, tight on.
On 1st down, it's Green. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd down. Watson rolling to his right. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Watson on first down. Forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Davante Adams. 56 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. A good pickup there at 22. Vic will look to throw on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The veteran tight end, Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Vic. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off near the 29. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Throwing now, Watson. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 20. Donald Driver, the intended receiver. So here's Vic following the interception. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Bo Jackson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
The throw on second down from Vic, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
55 is mine, guys. 55. Watch the run. They're running.
From the shotgun, it's Vick. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former 49er, Deion Sanders. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
24. 52, right 52.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking deep for Adams. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Davante Adams, his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.